There is an old saying in the mafia: a fish with its mouth closed never gets caught. Look around you. What do you see? You see a world of open mouths. You see people screaming for attention on social media. You see coworkers telling everyone their weekend plans. You see men telling women their entire life story on the first date. They think they are being open. They think they are being authentic. They are being fools. Every time you open your mouth, you give away power. Information is currency. When you talk, you are spending your currency. You are making yourself poorer. When you listen, you are collecting currency. You are becoming rich. Think about the most powerful man in any room. Is he the one talking the loudest? Is he the one bragging about his car? No. That is the clown. That is the jester. The king sits in the back. The king watches. The king listens. And when the king finally speaks, the room goes silent. Because his words have weight. Why? Scarcity. Diamonds are valuable because they are rare. Water is cheap because it is everywhere. If you are always talking, your words are water. Nobody respects them. If you are silent, your words become diamonds. People wait for them. They crave them. But you are terrified of silence. When there is a pause in the conversation, you panic. You feel awkward. So you fill the silence with noise. You start babbling about nonsense. And in that moment, you reveal everything. You reveal your insecurities. You reveal your plans. You reveal your weaknesses. Your enemies are listening. Your competitors are listening. Even your friends are subconsciously losing respect for you. Because a man who cannot control his tongue cannot control his life. In this series, I am going to teach you the ghost strategy. We are going to learn how to become unknowable. We are going to learn strategic silence, how to use pauses to make people nervous, how to negotiate by saying nothing, and how to disappear from the dead radar while you build your empire. We will study the masters of silence, from the Spartans who answered long threats with a single word, to the Godfather who never made a threat he didn't whisper, to the modern CEO who wins the negotiation simply by staring at you until you break. But first, you must understand the cost of noise. Every time you tell someone your next move, you destroy it, because you give them the chance to sabotage it. Or worse, you get the dopamine hit of telling them, so your brain thinks you already achieved it, and you lose the hunger to actually do it. Stop broadcasting your life. Stop seeking validation through speech. Shut up. In the next part, we will look at the power of mystery. We are going to discuss why humans are terrified of the unknown and how you can use that fear to dominate any social interaction. We will talk about why predictability is death and mystery is attraction. Why are we afraid of the dark? Is it because the dark hurts us? No. It is because we don't know what is in it. The human brain is wired to fear the unknown. Whatever we cannot see, whatever we cannot predict, we respect, we fear, we obsess over. This is the power of mystery. Think about the people you are drawn to. Do you obsess over the guy who posts every meal on Instagram? Do you obsess over the girl who tells you her entire life story in 5 minutes? No. You figure them out instantly. You label them. You get bored. They are a solved puzzle. And solved puzzles go in the trash. Now think about the person who is quiet, the one who sits back, the one who smiles but doesn't explain why, the one who disappears for days without posting a status update. You think about them constantly. What are they doing? Who are they with? What are they thinking? Your brain is filling in the gaps. And here is the secret. Your imagination makes them better than they actually are. When you are silent, you become a blank canvas. People project their own fantasies onto you. If you say nothing, people assume you are smart. If you say nothing, people assume you are confident. If you say nothing, people assume you are dangerous. Predictability is death. In war, if the enemy knows your routine, you are dead. In business, if the competitor knows your strategy, you are bankrupt. In relationships, if your partner knows exactly how you will react to everything, they lose attraction. Predictability is comfortable, but it is not sexy, and it is not powerful. The moment you become predictable, you become a tool for others to use. Oh, I can ask John to do it. He never says no. I can treat him badly. He will just complain, but never leave. You have given them the manual to operate you. Burn the manual. Be the glitch in the matrix. Do something unexpected, or better yet, do nothing when they expect something. When they expect anger, give them silence. When they expect an explanation, give them a stare. When they expect you to chase, give them space. This is how you regain control. Silence disrupts their pattern. It forces them to stop running their autopilot script and actually look at you. Wait, why isn't he reacting? What does he know that I don't? Now they are the ones chasing you for validation. Now they are the ones trying to fill the silence. And when they try to fill the silence, they reveal themselves. They start talking. They start explaining. They start negotiating against themselves. All because you had the discipline to keep your mouth shut and let the mystery do the work. In the next part, we will look at tactical silence. I am going to teach you specific techniques for using silence in negotiations and arguments. We will learn the pausing technique and why the person who speaks first always loses. Now we stop talking about philosophy. We start talking about war, because every interaction is a battle for frame control, and the man who holds the silence holds the frame. 1. The negotiation. He who speaks first loses. You are in a job interview. You are buying a car. You are asking for a raise. The offer is on the table. We can offer you $60,000. Most people panic. They say, okay, or can you do $65,000? Immediately. Wrong. You pause. You look them in the eye. You count to 5 in your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The silence is heavy. It is uncomfortable. Their brain starts screaming. He hates it. He's insulted. I'm going to lose the deal. So they break. Actually, we might be able to squeeze out $70,000 if you start Monday. You just made $10,000 by doing nothing. This is the golden rule of negotiation. Once the offer is made, the next person to speak loses. If you speak, you reveal your desperation. If they speak, they reveal their flexibility. Learn to love the awkward silence. It is the sound of your leverage increasing. 2. The argument, the mirror. Someone is screaming at you. Your partner, your boss, a stranger. They are emotional. They are chaotic. They want a reaction. They want you to scream back, so they can justify their anger. Do not give it to them. Look at them with zero emotion. Let them finish. Then wait 3 seconds and say nothing. Or say something calm like, "Are you finished?" This destroys them. It denies them the fuel for their fire. Without your reaction, they are just a crazy person shouting at a wall. They will feel foolish. They will de-escalate, or they will explode and look insane to everyone else. Either way, you win. You kept your frame. You kept your dignity. Silence is the ultimate mirror. It forces them to look at themselves. 3. The question, the stare. Someone asks you a rude question. Why are you still single? How much money do you make? You feel pressure to answer. You feel pressure to be polite. Reject the pressure. Look at them. Hold eye contact. Don't smile. Let the silence hang for 3 seconds. Then ask, "Why would you ask that?" Or simply turn back to your work. The silence transforms their question from intrusive to embarrassing. They will stutter. They will apologize. They will retreat. You have established a boundary without raising your voice. 4. The ghost, disappearing. Sometimes the best move is not a pause. It is an exit. If a situation does not serve you, leave. Don't announce it. Don't make a scene. Just go. The Irish exit. When you disappear without explanation, you create a vacuum. People wonder where you went. They wonder if they offended you. They respect your ability to walk away. A man who can walk away from a deal, a date, or a party without a word is a man who has options, and options are power. In the next part, we will look at the strategic reveal. I am going to teach you how to use silence to build your reputation. We will talk about why you should never tell people your goals until they are accomplished, and the science behind the dopamine trap of talking. Work hard in silence. Let success make the noise. You see this quote on Instagram. You like it. And then 5 minutes later, you post a picture of your gym workout. You tell your friends about the business you are going to start. You tell your family about the trip you are planning to take. You just killed your dream. Here is the neuroscience of why you fail. Your brain is addicted to dopamine. Dopamine is the reward chemical. It makes you feel good. Normally, you get dopamine after you achieve the goal. You run the marathon, you get the medal, you get the dopamine. But the human brain has a glitch. It cannot distinguish between doing the thing and talking about the thing. When you tell everyone, "I am going to start a business," they say, "Wow, that's amazing, good for you." You get a massive hit of dopamine. You feel validated, you feel successful, you feel like a CEO, but you haven't done anything yet. And now, the hunger is gone. Why would you suffer through the hard work of actually building the business if you already got the reward? You tricked your brain into thinking the job was done, so you lose motivation, you procrastinate, you fail. The law of conservation of energy. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. If you spend your energy talking, you have less energy for working. Every word you speak about your plan is a leak in your fuel tank. A man who is constantly talking about his big project is usually the one who never finishes it. The man who finishes it is the one you didn't even know was working on it. The element of surprise. In war, you never announce your attack. Sun Tzu said, "Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt." If you tell people your plans, you give them time to prepare. You give them time to doubt you. You give them time to sabotage you. Imagine the power of disappearing for 6 months. No announcements, no grind set posts, just silence. And then suddenly, you launch the product. Suddenly, you show up 20 pounds lighter. Suddenly, you buy the house. Shock and awe. The impact is 100 times stronger because nobody saw it coming. You become a force of nature. You become dangerous. The 48 Laws of Power. Law 3. Conceal your intentions. Never reveal the purpose behind your actions. If they do not know what you are up to, they cannot defend against it. Lead them down the wrong path. Envelop them in smoke. By the time they realize your true intentions, it will be too late. Stop seeking the cheap dopamine of announcing. Start seeking the deep satisfaction of revealing. Build in the dark. Let them think you are lazy. Let them think you are lost. Let them underestimate you. And then, strike. In the final part, Part 5, we will talk about the quiet king. I will teach you how to integrate silence into your daily life to command respect without saying a word. We will discuss posture, eye contact, and the monk mode lifestyle. We have talked about words. Now we talk about presence. You can shut your mouth, but if your body is screaming, "I am nervous," you are still noisy. A true master of silence controls his entire being. 1. The physics of high status. Look at a king. Look at a CEO. Look at a lion. Do they move fast? Do they fidget? Do they look around constantly? No. High status equals low frequency. They move slowly. They breathe deeply. They take up space. Low status equals high frequency. The anxious man twitches. He taps his foot. He checks his phone every 30 seconds. His body is vibrating with fear. He is signaling to the world, "I am prey. I am reacting to everything." To be the quiet king, you must slow down. When you turn your head, turn it slowly. When you blink, blink intentionally. When you walk, walk as if you have nowhere to be, because the world waits for you. This terrifies people. In a fast world, the slow man is the dangerous man. He is the one in control of time. 2. The soul stare, eye contact. Silence is not just about ears, it is about eyes. Most people cannot hold eye contact for more than 3 seconds. It feels too intimate. It feels like a challenge. So they look away. They look down. They break the tension. Never break first. When you are listening to someone, give them 100% of your eyes. Do not nod excessively. Do not smile to be polite. Just look. This is the soul stare. It makes people feel seen. It makes them feel judged. It makes them feel naked. It forces them to tell you the truth, because they feel like you can see right through their lies. A man who can hold a gaze in silence is a man who has nothing to hide. 3. Monk mode, the detox. You are addicted to noise. You are addicted to inputs. Podcast in the car, music in the gym, Netflix while you eat, scrolling before bed. You are terrified of your own thoughts. You need a detox. I challenge you to enter monk mode. For 1 week, no music, no podcasts, no social media, no unnecessary talking, just you and the silence. It will be painful. You will feel bored. You will feel anxious. Good. That boredom is your brain waking up. That anxiety is your demons coming out to play. Face them. In that silence, you will hear the voice you have been ignoring for years. The voice of your ambition. The voice of your purpose. The answers you are looking for are not in a podcast. They are in the silence you are avoiding. Conclusion. The lion's meal. The hyena laughs. The monkey chatters. The bird sings. But the lion? The lion does not roar to announce he is hunting. He does not roar to explain why he is the king. He is silent until he strikes. And then he eats. Be the lion. Stop explaining yourself to people who do not matter. Stop broadcasting your plans to a world that wants you to fail. Embrace the power of the pause. Let your success make the noise.